deep feelings for you. I do envision a life with you together.
That hurt. That one was rough.
I'm like in shock. I haven't put it on yet.
Are you excited to see me?
I'm so excited to see you.
I'll just jump right in with, bro, what was going through your mind?
It's crazy because watching it back, I had no idea any of that stuff was happening. I didn't know. It was a little hard to watch.
What was your initial reaction when you saw how everything was playing out?
I was a little annoyed. I was kind of sad. Obviously, I was a little bit angry, but also I know that I gave my all. I tried. I had to keep trying because that was the whole process. It was like never give up. Just trust the process is what we were told. And I didn't want to quit on her because there was a reason that I asked her to marry me.
And so they kept telling you to trust the process. And obviously, you know that there were a couple of very happy couples to come out of the first season. Were you hoping that you would have a very similar story?
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought that our story would be inspiring. The fact that we had such different beliefs. So if we could kind of show that, hey, it can work out, then why not? You're just trying to get through it, by having fun and going out and making each other laugh or helping out each other. You're not really debating life every single day.
Why you're an atheist?
I just believe science.
That is science.
But the science doesn't check out.
Says who?
Says a lot of people. I am resistant to brainwashing.
I think you are brainwashed.
So you don't believe in evolution?
I do not believe in evolution at all.
Stop it.
I do not.
So right there,
Yeah.
there was nothing in your head that was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is going to
Totally.
work out.
Totally. Those things bothered me in the past. Like if that was real life, a regular date, I would have closed the book on her.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I wanted to keep going and try and move past it. I was never going to try to change her opinion on that because that's impossible. So I thought, we'll get past this. The good outweighs the bad.
Was there something that made you think that you guys were past that made you want to get engaged?
Yeah, I was hoping she had the same mentality of, let's try and work past this. Let's agree to disagree, move on. Otherwise, you'll never find anyone that 100% agrees with every little thing. But seeing her reaction,
You're holding my mother's engagement ring.
Oh my God.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
Oh my God.
What was going through your mind in that pause where you were waiting for her answer?
I genuinely thought she could say no. We never really talked about hypothetically, hey, if I ask you to marry me, what will you say? We never really had that conversation. I didn't want that. I felt like that if I said that, that would make me sound unsure and insecure. So I just went in there, like you said, a full head of steam. I was like a juggernaut. I couldn't stop me. So, and yes, looking back, it sounds strange when I said you're a lot like my mom, but that was kind of like a common topic of our relationship. And it wasn't like you're like my mom. It was like you have the same qualities, you're similar personalities. Like that's what I like. And I wasn't like, you look exactly like my mom. It sounds bad, but
you're a dead ringer from my mom.
Yeah.
And what's your reaction watching it and seeing how visibly conflicted she is about saying yes?
Yeah, I had no idea about Shane being in the back of her mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense why she acted like that in the moment. But in that moment, I didn't know. I thought she was all in, like I was.
You can see her weighing Shane and also this sort of big chasm in your individual belief structures that she's, to you, it didn't seem like a big deal. But yet on the show, the way it's presented, almost immediately after this, she is upset in the confessional, but then feels compelled to go talk to Shane.
I do have deep feelings for you. I do envision a life with you together. I do have your back, and I would be loyal to you and faithful to you and fight for you and be that rock in your life and a true wife to you.
How did you feel watching that the first time?
That hurt. That one was rough. That was twisting the knife, because it's almost like she never said any of those things to me. And, you know, I'm not mad at Shane, because I know his feelings for Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he expressed that in the lounge a lot. But there's always that curiosity, you know, putting myself in his shoes. Curiosity killed the cat. Of course, he's going to entertain it and be like, what if I just said, no, Natalie, I'm going with you, Shane?
Is there any part in your mind, or were you thinking, you know, as you said, like, why did she agree to this? Was there any part of you that thought, she's saying yes to progress on the show?
Yes. I was worried about that. It did cross my mind that maybe she just wanted to get to Mexico and then she could confess her love to him directly.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I wasn't going to quit. I didn't want to quit. I didn't want to give up. I had to keep going.
What happened between the last conversation you guys had in the hotel room or that we saw, and her making the decision to leave?
I just feel like we're both passionate about what we believe in, and we're both not going to change. The way I felt about Shane, like back in the pods, that's in the back of my head at the end of the day. Like, it's not going away.
How did you feel watching that the first time?
I was pissed, honestly. And I mean, now that I know that's the reason, I'm even more pissed. Yeah. But the fact that she put it past her, and then eventually we do have that nice conversation at breakfast. But now, you know, like, I don't know what to think.
Was there more to it than that, or what we saw is what happened?
What you saw is kind of what happened. After she left, I didn't see her again. That was it. And I was left like, what is happening? What is going on here? Like, I was so taken back. She wasn't being forward. But as far as her wanting to not stay in my room, I was happy. I'd rather sleep alone.
I'm sure you were hoping that she stayed. But were there, you know, what was your thought process like as you guys continued to fly together? I'm sure you flew together, right? You flew together. Were you thinking in the back of your mind, this is going great. We might actually have something. We might actually have a really solid relationship to build a future on.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a blast after filming, you know, after we left and we actually went home together. We had a great time all the way through. And then we got back here, we went on a date off camera. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what restarted it. We were way more comfortable in our own lives, and then we just met for dinner. And we said, let's continue this. Why not? Let's keep going. I remember that day vividly. We had so much fun that we couldn't not give it one more try.
Have you been texting with the rest of the cast at all?
They were like, you know what? That sucks that Shayna did that to you. You know, we don't really know what went on, but they were very nice about it. I don't know what they tell her, but I haven't talked to her, honestly.
I checked out Twitter. Have you been on?
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter? So I checked out Twitter on Friday when it was trending, and it was immediately like this season's Jessica.
Yeah, I know. I reposted the picture of us. I'm like, this is hilarious. You know, it was like the stories are so similar, but I embraced it. I'm like, yeah, that's how it went. It was a slugfest for her, though. I felt like it was a lot of hatred towards her.
How nervous are you for the next drop of episodes?
I'm excited. I tried even harder in those episodes. I mean, I gave it even more when I go to meet her family. That'll be a good episode. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because now I'm facing the church. I'm literally walking into a house filled with people who totally disagree with me. Mm-hmm. And I have to explain why I believe what I believe. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see.